Hello again, this is your host Pearls doing my Let's Play of DROD History Month. And I decided to restart this room because after between videos I'm like, oh, I'll just check out what these say. And I stopped right on this scroll, which basically told me that I put my mirrors in the center in the wrong spots. And I thought about it for a second, like, why on earth does it matter? Because I was like, well, these are the 4 spots that they should go. But none of those are 1717 or 2018. Which are here and here, which means I need to push the mirror onto here and then flip it into the water, which is all well and good. So I'm going to try that first, is to get the mirrors here and here, because I feel like that's going to save me some hassle, because I thought about it. If I need to use 2 of the mirrors to put a bridge here, getting the rock golems into a position that I don't absolutely hate is actually going to be quite hard, but it won't be too bad if I have a mirror to stand on right here or here. So I'm going to take my advice, cut my losses, and just get that done. So let's see if I can't pull that off somehow, which probably involves me just doing something like that. Alright, let's do that on the other side as well. Okay, push and then do this. Okay, so I'm going to assume that's okay. Now I'm going to do what I did before, which involved this sort of golem tricking, which is all fun. I like this. I like that particular game because he gets trapped in his own mirror there. And how did I do this? It's just that. Okay. All right. Now I need to actually get him sort of out of here. Actually, kind of need to do this now, I think. Forgot I could kind of just walk through the center there. Alright. So let's do that. I kind of have to just do that now. Let's get started over here. Okay, you can follow me around again. I don't really care. Alright, so now... Oh, I made a mistake. I did not actually deposit the mirror in the spot it was supposed to be yet. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Oops. Crap. You can just chill there for just a moment. Alright. So now we're going back into the spot that I was in before. Okay. But now I gotta still figure out this part of the puzzle. And this wasn't working, was it? But there is one thing I did not try. Now that I know that I can move him through ortho squares, this gives me kind of an idea. Can you come over here? Come on. If he's coming from this side, he should have an easier angle of attack. And if that's the case, then I am all groovy with that. Alright, so let's see here. Oops. Oh, that's perfect. Good. Alright, excellent. Yes, I believe. Okay, so let's skedaddle here for a second and consider our options. I would like to work with these one at a time. So I need a rock golem probably here, if I'm going to make this work, and here, if I'm going to make that work. So let's see here. Let's get you. Oh no, I don't want that to happen. Okay, well, this isn't too bad. Okay, this might get annoying. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, because then I can come step, while he's going, like, at least I think I can. It'd be super nice if I could somehow trick him to get caught on this corner here. That would be much better. Well, we'll see. This might be a little harder than I thought it was. Can you want to follow me this way, please? All of you can just... Uh-oh, I might be stuck here. Let's back up. Worry about this problem later. I would like to get 2 of you... How am I... I'll solve that problem later. How is this? Yeah, how is this going to work? I need to absolutely be certain here. Well, I guess coming from this angle wouldn't be the end of the world either. So let's just try that out. I done really messed this up, didn't I? I want you all on the same side, okay? I want one of you. You can come this way, and I'll be happy with that. Okay. So I'm probably gonna try to do this lure business again. See if I can't get in. Yeah. Okay. Will this work? Hold on. If I step here and then left, what happens? And then down. Then I got a lot more leeway of what's going to actually go on here. Okay. He actually can't move across that corner, which means I can now do this. You're actually in an okay spot for me to not care about, which I am super thrilled about. Okay. Okay. I kind of hate this manipulation. This particular kind of manipulation. That will work. I will take that as a solution. Oops. Okay, so I just need to do something similar for the other side. Which means he needs to come from the top, I believe. Or something. I'll figure that out in just a moment. Nope, you actually can't go there. Can you just chill for a second there, or is that going to be too weird? Man, I don't know. There we go. Okay. So that solves all of that. The rest of this puzzle should be just really straightforward. That was really cool. So if I open these up, that's fine. What happens first here? I should do the horns next, I guess. Why not? I don't see any reason not to. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now, what happens first? These guys need to happen first. Yeah, definitely horns first. Okay. So I don't think it really matters. Heel step. Yep. Alright, cool. Yep. Uh-huh. Alright. It's a fun little variant. I like this. I like this. And there you go. Okay. Now I'm free to step on these. This was actually a pretty solid puzzle. I'm not complaining. And that gives me freedom to kill the last roach. Perfect. Hey, Gunthro, before you go, why don't you talk to those random people first? Over here, I'm Shaky Gold Fidget. What? Over here, I'm in PC. Thanks for helping out. In case you wanted to take out any frustration on them, you can now. Oh, okay. That was great. I guess that includes you. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that scroll. I'm just happy I got through this entry. It was really fun. Okay. Good job, Blorks. That was excellent. Absolutely excellent. 10 out of 10. Would play again. That was, no, seriously, I've had really fun with all the entries so far. Like, sticking with them. And that was a lot worse than I remember it being, Beaver thought to himself. Those rooms were way too evil. No, they weren't. They were good. They were solid rooms. I would say the Journey to Rita's Hold room was a little probably the most underwhelming of the bunch, just because the other ones I thought were so good and like intricate and complex. Like I had to actually solve real puzzles. Where that one, I felt like I was just kind of tinkering with whatever. But yeah, no, those were excellent. I was really happy. Okay, hard but excellent. Okay, so I have three sets left as far as I know. There's the puzzle that got disqualified in this room, and there's a bonus puzzle that I added in after the contest was done. Because Komachi was a little late. So I'm going to do the contest winner now, which is a good old Lucky Luc, who's been a wonderful contribution to the Caravel community. The Museum of Modern Architecture. Though it started out as a simple reasonability measure, over the last few decades, dungeon architecture has become one of the most popular art forms of the eight. Young and aspiring architects all over the empire began to see dungeon architecting as a much more appealing way of actualizing themselves than classic discipline of architecture, like the construction of housing space. Because of that, various different styles of dungeon architecture have evolved over the past few years, from classical minimalism to the currently very popular linchpinism. Larry Merck, named after the famous Larry Merck linchpin. Oh yes. As of the day, is proud to the Mama is proud to present the Empire's first dungeon architect history exhibition, devoted to show off a humble collection of different architectural styles that have been rather popular over the last few years. Though you are encouraged to explore and experience all the exhibits yourself, you can always find background information on the scrolls that are placed next to them. We hope that you enjoy your stay and that you will choose to visit us again soonly. The preface of the official DA History Exhibition Guide, written by 7th Architectural Historian. That was a hoot. Okay, so this is the contest winner. It looks nice and clean. Simplicism is probably the oldest scientifically acknowledged form of dungeon architecture and is often seen as the purest one. The architect isn't trying to distract the explorer from the central idea of the construction in any way. However, this often stood in contrast to hidden information within the room. Historians argue whether this contradiction was intended to puzzle the explorer or if it was just due to technological recess. In fact, the recent restoration works restored in the total abandonment of hidden information. Well, that's no fun. Okay, so there's only one way into this puzzle, so let's get going. And it looks like only one way out. So what am I doing here? These are, oh dear. Okay, well that's kind of logical, at least, what they do. And I need to do it with a clone. What does this guy do? Opens up all the roaches. So I feel like that's not a bad starting place. No reason I shouldn't be able to do that, right? Okay. Boy. So if I put... Uh, hmm. That's interesting. Let me think about this for a second. So it's the trapdoor, the double trapdoors here that are getting me. Because if you go up and kill one, then come back and change the door and go up and kill the other, you have to use the. You actually have to do all this at once, which implies that the mimic should be in here or the mimic should be out here while this is being done. But how on earth do you move a mimic through these spaces? So the mimic has to be the one doing the toggling of the chimes, as far as I know, which makes a funny kind of sense. This will be the last thing I do because I have to do this on my way out, as far as I know. This one may come earlier. Feel like the mimic chime is no, well, yeah, the mimic. No, the mimic can't be the one that goes out and venturing. It has to be the one that hits the orbs. Because if I was thinking like I could lure it back, but that's not going to work. I have to be the one doing the mission there. Let's give this a whirl. Okay, I'm gonna put the mimic in this room and assume that that's just kind of okay. Okay. Okay, that solves this immediate problem. No, it doesn't. How does the mimic leave? Because I need to be over here, which means the mimic has to do something. I don't know what. Okay, I don't know what. Um, well, no. No, definitely no. Uh, hmm, actually, no, this should be fine. I don't think I actually need to go down here. I don't think I do. And the reason I'm saying so is these guys are going to be lured up in here anyway, so all I need to do is go in here and tap these doors once in order to get them in a position in which they might want to come outside. Like I can trap this one in front of it. I could probably do the same with this guy if I pull this off, which means Mimic, if he stays over here, that's fine too. So, well, let me just tinker with this for a second. This is great. I love this. I love this so much. I like these kinds of puzzles. Okay, so you see now he's moved into a position. So okay, there's no red door I need. No. And if I do this, sorry for the noise. Okay, so now these two are all in position, and I don't necessarily think. Okay, for example, if I get him out there and then lock him in, and then so now these two are coming out. Oops. Good. And I get him out there and lock him in. Then these two are coming. Oh yeah, this was a great puzzle. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm super happy with that. Just in case you didn't notice, this has a very modern architectural painting style as well. That's quite beautiful. This was a good puzzle. Like solid, not too hard, not fiddly. Good. That was really excellent. I can see why people were drawn to that one. So I can only hope there's just more in store that's just really good. This certainly looks interesting. Looks like let's see. This exhibit tries to reflect the idea of deceptionism, a style very similar yet very different to simplicism. The explorer shall be tricked into believing that he or she is experiencing a simplistic piece of art, whereas the central idea is only visible on the second glare. The style is closely related to linchpinism, where the central idea is even harder to discover. They emerge about the same time, and a clear line between the two cannot be drawn. Okay, what's this? Is this something I should be aware of? The postmodern exhibit is unfortunately still under construction. All right, so what am I looking at here? This is looks to be a pretty. Oh God, it's. Well, that doesn't stop me. Okay, so that's what cuts that. This shouldn't do anything special. Red snakes will not cross arrows. They won't. So I need. That opens that. So I can get one at a time. It'd be really super lovely if I could kill the big snake early. That's probably not going to work. Is there a place that I could kill it? Well, let's find out. Do I need to kill the big snake early? I don't believe I do. Is there a reason for any of this? Is something under the floor? I don't see it. Okay. Oh, I do indeed see a problem, I think. And that's how to get these guys into here. Okay, that's much more puzzling. Yeah, killing the big snake should be hard. That's not the issue. It's getting... Huh. I'm trying... Okay, so the logic then becomes, okay, you should be using the big snake to somehow guide the mud babies into their spots here. Like, because these are easy. They'll follow B pref, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's not a problem. Like, I'll show you. They'll go in there. That's not an issue. Oops, that's not an issue, really. But this is not going to work that way, and I can't obviously go in there myself. Unless I'm outside of the room, which is a second problem, because if I leave the room, I can't go back in. But this doesn't work unless I'm... Okay, so that... And I can't lure the baby out once it's in here because... Yeah, there's no, like, spot that I'm aware of. I mean, I could get it, like, caught for maybe a hot second, but then I would still need to figure out how to kill the... Well... If the baby was caught in here... Then... would that matter? Okay, okay, let's assume that I'm able to leave the premise and convince this thing to... Would that matter? That's my question. Can I kill everything? No, I can't. I cannot kill... No, there's no way. I'm stupid. There's no way. But I can't leave without all the babies dead. That sounds like a great idea, but I can't do it. I can't lure them out. That doesn't matter. Is there like a wall, crumbly wall here? Okay, this is a good puzzle. Deceptionism indeed. How do I kill these snakes without leaving the room? I need to get them behind me and then come, like, get them trapped by the snake or something and then sneak around somehow. That sounds really tedious. Okay. Anyway, I'm going long on time, so I'm going to stop here while I think about... Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, if I got a baby here and was facing with my sword going west, then it wouldn't be a problem. I could do it. But how do I get a baby here? Does something have to do with the giant snake? I don't actually know. Hmm. That just, yeah, like I can't like really imagine a position where I could get it back myself into a corner with like the baby here or something. And like if the snake came this way, like this way, and followed me out and I snuck around it this way, then maybe it would work. So let's, I mean, I could try that. Let's find out. See, it doesn't like to do that though. And it's just gonna get stuck up there for the most part, pretty sure. Oh man. That's my working solution until I have a better one, and I'm going to go long trying to pull it off. So I'm going to stop here. This has been your host Pearls doing Lucky Luc's winning entry, and I will see you all next time as I try to manipulate snakes to do what I want. And that's just going to be hard. Okay, anyway, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.